So now the next topic that we are going to talk about is Subhash Chandra Bose and the army which he created, which was called as the Azad Hind Fauj. Subhash Chandra Bose was born in Cuttack in Orissa on 23rd January 1897. His father Rai Bahadur Janakinath Bose was a government lawyer in British judiciary. His mother Parvati Devi was a philanthropist. So what happened was Subhash Chandra Bose was born in Orissa on 23rd January 1897. Okay, his father was Rai Bahadur Janakinath Bose, who was a government lawyer in British judiciary, meaning in British court he was a government lawyer, and his mother's name was Parvati Devi, who was a philanthropist. Philanthropist meaning person who does lot of good work towards the society, who works towards the development of the society, is called as the philanthropist. Prediction was that this Bengal lad will become senior servant of Britishers. Now obviously it was believed that Subhash Chandra Bose will join Britishers, and he will be in support of Britishers because his father was himself working for Britishers. So everybody believed that Subhash Chandra Bose, when he grows up, he will be in support of Britishers. But he went on to become a staunch freedom fighter against the British Empire. But he ended up becoming one of the person who was against the British Empire, and he fought towards making India free towards from the Britishers. Okay, he made attempts. He tried to free India from Britishers. After passing examination with good marks from Calcutta Presidency College, he went to England for further studies. So after his graduation from Calcutta Presidency College, he went to Calcutta to study ahead. Okay, sorry, he went to England to study ahead. He passed the very difficult ICS, that is Indian Service Examination, at the 4th member and returned to Calcutta. So he passed a very difficult exams. Like right now you have UPSC, GPSC exams, right? At that time there was ICS exam, that is Indian Civil Service Examinations were there, in which he passed the exams at the 4th number and he came back to Calcutta. Seeds of revolutions were planted in his mind due to the insulting attitude and the pride of the British professors at Presidency College towards the Indians. He was already against the Britishers by the time he came back to India from England. Okay, he went to England, he studied in England, he passed the exams in the England, and he came back to India. And since then he had a very bad he did not like the Britishers. Okay, and the reason he did not like the Britishers was because the Britishers, when he was studying in the Presidency College at Calcutta, he had the British professors who were teaching at the Presidency College, they had very bad attitude towards the Indians. They did not treat the Indians properly. They were just the students. Okay, and the role of the teacher is to teach everybody equally. But the British professors, they did not like the Indians. Okay, and since then Subhash Chandra Bose was against the Britishers. Okay, because he knew that the Britishers were not treating the Indians properly. He was very much interested in Indian independence struggle. Okay, Subhash Chandra Bose was interested in getting India independence. Okay, he became an active member of National Assembly. He joined the Swarajya Party in 1923. He soon became a very popular leader among the youth. He was a top in civil disobedience movements and therefore jailed many times. At younger age of 41, he was elected as the president of the Congress convention at Haripur, Surat, and showcased his ability. So from the very young age, he was in the support of Indians. Okay, and he joined the National Assembly. Then he joined the Swarajya Party. Okay, in the year 1923, and he was a very popular leader among the young Indians, because all the youth, they were attracted towards Subhash Chandra Bose because he was very powerful, he was very strong. And when the civil disobedience movement was going on, which was launched by Gandhiji, Subhash Chandra Bose fought in that civil disobedience movement, and for that he was jailed many times. When he was just 41 years old, he got elected as the president of Congress in the Surat session. Now every party has a leader, right? And that leader, they elect the leader. So in the Surat meeting, he was elected as the Congress leader when he was just young. Okay, when he was just 41 years old, he was elected as a Congress leader, and he showcased the ability that though he was young, though he was only 41 years old, but he still had the ability to fight, he still had good plans, and he was one of the greatest leaders which India could have at that time. He left Congress as differences in opinion with Gandhiji had increased, and he established a party which was the Forward Bloc to awaken the plebiscite against the Britishers. He travelled most of the regions of India. He was arrested under the Indian Defence Code and imprisoned. So what happened is that Gandhiji did not quite like Subhash Chandra Bose because their views were different. Okay, Gandhiji's views and opinions were different than that of Subhash Chandra Bose. So Subhash Chandra Bose left his party and he started a Forward Bloc to awaken a plebiscite. Awaken a plebiscite meaning to plebiscite is this one thing. Okay, it's like when people vote in favor or not in favor of certain government policy. Okay, so Subhash Chandra Bose said that there should be a plebiscite held in order to decide whether India should become free or whether it should be in the favor of the Britishers staying in India. So he wanted to ask the votes of the people. What do people think, that do they want Britishers to rule over us or do they don't want the Britishers to rule over us? He travelled most of the regions of India, obviously to know the conditions of India. He travelled everywhere around the world, and he was also arrested under the Indian Defence Code, and he was sent to jail. Imprisoned meaning sent to jail. During imprisonment, he was ill-treated. He was imprisoned at his place of residence as his health was deteriorating since he was fasting on to death. So what happened when he was in jail? He was not treated properly by the Britishers, and Subhash Chandra Bose fasted on to death. Okay, he said, I'll not eat food until I die because you are not treating me properly in the jail. And his health was spoiling very badly. Okay, and because of that, he was imprisoned at his place of residence, meaning wherever he was staying, એને હાઉસ અરેસ્ટ કર્યો હતો. હાઉસ અરેસ્ટ એટલે ઘરની બહાર તમે ન જઈ શકો, ઘરને અંદરની અંદર જ તે તમારે રહેવાનું, અને ઓબ્વિયસલી પોલીસ તમારા ઘરની આજુબાજુ ફરે. સો હી વોઝ અંડર ધ house arrest because his health was very bad. He travelled in disguise of Pathan from Calcutta via Peshawar, Kabul, Iran, Russia. Later on, he reached Berlin, Germany. Indians living in Germany gave him warm welcome. He urged the people of India through Berlin radio to fight against the British Empire. So you can imagine how smart he was. When he was in prison, okay, when he was not allowed to go outside his own house, he disguised himself એટલે બહેરૂપિયો બની ગયો, એને એનું રંગ રૂપ બદલી નાખ્યું, and he escaped his house. Okay, he left his house, and Britishers did not even realize that Subhash Chandra Bose is escaping his own house in front of their own eyes. Imagine, from Calcutta he went all the way to Germany. Okay, Behrupyo Banine, he reached up to Germany, and over there in the radio he told the people of India who were staying in Germany that you should fight against the Britishers. He also met Hitler in Germany and discussed in detail about the independence of India. So he met Hitler, and in detail he discussed about his plan of the independence of India. He went to Rome and Paris to establish military unit for independence. So he went to Rome and Paris to start his own military that would work towards the independence of India, and recruited 3,000 Indians. Okay, and how many Indians did he take in his army? 3,000 Indians, and this army would fight against the Britishers. Rash Bihari Bose, a revolutionary living in Japan, chained all the organization and established Indian Independence League. So there was another person whose name was Raj Bihari Bose. He was a revolutionary who wanted to fight against the Britishers to bring about the independence in India. What did he do is, he linked all the organization, he linked all the groups who were fighting against the Britishers and made it into one group. Okay, and this was called as Indian Independence League. By joining all the group, the new group which was made was called as Indian Independence League. To make India free, Azad Hind Fauj was set up. So a military Fauj or a military organization was started, and it was called as Azad Hind Fauj, which wanted to free India from Britishers. A presence of 100 Indian delegates from Malaya, Japan, Sumatra, Java, Hong Kong, Borneo, Andaman, Burma were in the organization. So all the Indians from all these countries were the part of this organization. And in that, Mohan Singh, a war prisoner arrested by Japan, was also present. Moreover, Raj Bihari Bose voluntarily retired as the head of Indian National Army. Okay, so what happened was that there was another person whose name was Mohan Singh. He was a war prisoner who was arrested in Japan. Okay, in Japan he was arrested and he was a war prisoner. War prisoner એટલે જ્યારે war વખતે જે લોકો અરેસ્ટ થઈ ગયા હોય, જે લોકોને જેલ થયો એને war prisoners કહેવાય. So Mohan Singh was also the part of army, and Raj Bihari Bose, who had started this organization, okay, he retired himself, okay, later on as the head of INA or Indian National Army, which was called at that point of time.